Mr. Martinez, let me tell you, you scare me. It's individuals like you that just don't get it, how dangerous DWIs truly are, because you continue to do what you're doing, and you may truly have a problem. I hope that you don't dig yourself such a hole that you will never get out of. But that's what DWIs are. Invariably, if it continues, at some point, you may eventually kill someone. It's not fair. Don't. If you're going to drink, if you're going to get lit, if you're going to have 32 beers, stay the flip home. If you have to go out, take an Uber. Is it so hard? All you have to do is push one button on your phone and someone will take you home. With all the baggage that you have on your record now, if you ever get pulled over and an officer smells even one smidgen of alcohol, they're going to take you in. And from now on, you were looking at a felony offense of 2 to 10 in the penitentiary. So if you don't get it now, perhaps prison is what you need. You're young. You're going to be driving for the next 30 years. Get a clue. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
The only reason I'm doing this now is because you're on probation for the next 2 years in another county. Otherwise, this would not be happening now. Take note and try to better yourself. It's not hard. All we're asking you to do is don't kill someone. Don't get into a car. You're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You've worked out an agreement. They're offering you 21 days in jail with credit for the 7 days that you've done. You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty to this offense, it will go on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. Somehow I have to get through to you. What I'm going to do to you now is you will be required to pay the DPS fines and fees of around $4,500. And if you don't pay it, every $100 you owe, you will sit 1 day in jail. Do you understand? I am also suspending your ability to drive for a year. Do not get into a car. If I see you back in here, it's really not going to go well. Do you understand?
Yes, Judge.
I'm not asking for much. If you have a problem with alcohol, address it. That's all I'm asking you to do. I'm literally, don't kill someone. How do you plead to the offense of driving while intoxicated? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
Is it true or untrue that you had a 0.15 or above? Okay, true to the enhancement. All right, Mr. Martinez, make us proud. That's all we're asking you to do. All right, let's see the clerk.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
May I excuse me?
Yeah. 2-year payment plan. That's okay, Billy. Hey, do you know who the arraignments are?
Yeah, you ready?
Yeah, let's do it,
Okay.
please. Hey,
First one is about Jeffrey Atkins. Jeffrey Atkins, publicly.
do you know if Felicia's here by chance? Pretrial, Felicia?
Trying for pretrial this morning. Good morning.
Okay, Alex, you ready? You want to start real quick? You were Jeffrey Atkins. Mr. Atkins, you're charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir. Hey, good morning. This is Mr. Atkins, Atkins.
So on February 3rd, 2025, officers were dispatched for a theft. The witness stated he saw a black male steal a leaf blower from his driveway in Kingwood in Harris County, Texas, and place it in his vehicle's trunk. The suspect then got inside the back seat, and a traffic stop was initiated for the vehicle due to an on-view crime. The officer made commands for the individuals inside the vehicle to exit and lay on the ground until backup officers arrived. Both individuals were detained, and the defendant, the driver, was identified by Texas driver's license, and the officer located a firearm on the driver's side floorboard under the seat unholstered. The leaf blower was recovered from the trunk.
So we have a co-defendant.
So let me see. If there is a co-defendant in it. There is no other connected case, Your Honor.
No? Yes. Mr. Atkins, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case, sir. How old are you? I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to be in possession of weapons. You understand, sir? Did you want to apply for a court-appointed lawyer?
No.
Okay. Miranda's going to give you an application. I need you to fill it out for me. Do not, look at me. Do not pick up any new cases. Don't become a danger to my community. Otherwise, I'm going to revoke your bond, put you in jail. No more PR bonds. Do you understand? No weapons. All right, come on. Do you mind filing that, please? All right. I'm going to have you go with Deputy Miranda. We'll have you sign a reset with Billy, and then I'll have you take a seat out there. Mr. Holt, this is your gentleman, huh?
Yes, Chicago. Could you give me just a moment?
Is he not here?
He is here.
Okay.
I just need a moment for doing something.
Okay.
Come on.
Yeah, we need to do probable cause at some point, though.
Yes, sir.
Okay, just, I guess, let me know when you're ready. We're about to pick a jury, too, so just be ready.
It won't take a second.
Okay, take your time. Yeah.
Any bond?
No, I guess, well, let's find out like a specific spot over there, since we're gonna have a jury coming in soon. Sure. You are Benny Boston. Mr. Boston, you're charged with driving while your license is suspended. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. On February 4th, 2025, at approximately 2:22 a.m., the officer observed a vehicle on East Sam Houston Parkway in the Feeder Road, failed to complete a stop at an intersection. A traffic stop was initiated, and the defendant, the driver and sole occupant of the vehicle, gave the officer his Texas driver's license. The officer found the driver's license to not be eligible, and the defendant had an active enforcement suspension for a DWI that ends in April 23rd, 2025.
Mr. Boston, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm now having you sign an affidavit. This is a promise to me that you're going to make that you're not going to drive today. I don't care what's going on in your life. If you want to drive, go get a license, get liability insurance, and then I will take this restriction off. But if I find that you do, I can have a contempt hearing. You can be facing an additional 6 months in jail and a $500 fine every time you drive. Do you understand?
Sir.
Tell me, do you have the ability to hire lawyers, sir?
Yeah, man. I think I get a court appointed.
Well, we just don't give them out like it's candy. You have to qualify. So what I can do is I can have you fill out an application. I'll take a look at it, but be honest on the application. I need to know everything about you and I'll see whether you qualify. All right. So Deputy Miranda is going to give an application. I'm going to have you come up here, swear to us that you're not going to drive, and then I'll have you sign a reset with Billy and then we'll get with you. Did you just get out of jail?
Yes, sir.
When? Okay. You didn't just get out of jail. When you come to court, come dressed appropriately. Shorts is not appropriate for court. It's a complete sign of disrespect. You understand? Okay. If you do it again, I'm going to put you out. You're charged with interference to the duties of a public servant. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir. All right?
Yes, Judge. On February 3rd, 2025, at approximately 11:53 p.m., the officer observed a vehicle on a public road with a defective front left headlamp, and the officer ran a check on the vehicle and it returned with unconfirmed insurance. A traffic stop was initiated, and the defendant quickly exited the vehicle, and the officer gave multiple commands for him to get back inside and shut the door. The defendant stated he wasn't going to, and the officer had no reason to pull him over. The defendant then walked back and got inside the vehicle, but held his feet outside the car and did not shut the door. From the officer's training experience, he has seen situations where the driver would sit like that, then leap from the car and try to hurt officers, and the defendant put his feet into the car and the officer approached. The vehicle had 2 young children, but not a car seat, standing in the front passenger seat, and the officer asked the defendant several times for his name, and the defendant stated he could not because the officer was fucking with him. The officer informed the defendant of the legitimate reason for the traffic stop, and the defendant continued to refuse to provide his name. The officer asked the defendant to exit the vehicle, and the defendant then refused. The officer went to grab the defendant's wrist, and the defendant pulled away from the officer and other deputies. The deputies advised the defendant that he was going to be tased, and the defendant exited the vehicle. The defendant stated he wasn't going in handcuffs and resisted by tensing his arms and body and concealing his hands towards his front waistband. The defendant was taken to the ground where he continued to resist. After several commands, the defendant was going to be tased. The defendant finally put his hands behind his back.
All right, Mr. Collier, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. Can you run his license to see if he has a valid Texas driver license?
I'll run it right now, Your Honor. It's eligible, Your Honor.
Mr. Collier, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm not putting any conditions on your bond. Just be careful. You get into a pissing match with people who have the power of arrest. Who's going to win? You know what I mean?
Sir.
Just, it's a logical conclusion. That's all it is. Just be careful when you're out there. Life's hard enough. As an African-American in today's society, don't make it any harder, you know?
Sir.
Do you want to apply for an appointed lawyer?
Sir.
All right, I'm going to give you an application. I'll have you sign an receipt with Billy. I'm not putting any conditions on your bond. Just be careful. That's it. All right? Come on, man.
Rory Johnson.
Hold on, Billy, because I think Mr. Holt is, are you ready? All right, come on. So you have Mr. Blanco.
Yes, Your Honor.
Hugo Blanco, come up. Good morning, Mr. Blanco. Sir, you're charged with terroristic threat on a public servant. That elevates it to a Class A misdemeanor, so you're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you. It's judge.
On February 3rd, 2024, the officer was dispatched to Eastside Transportation and made contact with the complainant, a bus driver. The complainant explained that she made an exception to her usual route to drop off a student closer to home. When the complainant was halfway to the student's home, she opened the doors to let the student off, and the defendant approached the bus doors and appeared to grip an area where his firearm was located at his hip. The defendant asked the complainant if she planned to write up his daughter, and the complainant said yes. The defendant then took a few steps back and lifted his shirt to expose his firearm while making threatening statements. The complainant was in fear for her life and did not want to come back to work, and the officer confirmed the incident by bus camera footage. And specifically, the defendant lifted his shirt to expose his firearm while continuing to make threatening statements, telling the complainant, "I got you." And then seeing the firearm, the complainant quickly closed the bus doors to leave, and as they were closing, the defendant lifted his shirt again to display the firearm, still repeating, "I got you."
Mr. Blanco, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. Look, I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to be in possession of weapons. Do you understand? As long as you can abide by these conditions, you and I will be fine. If I find that you pick up a new case, you have any kind of weapons, I will revoke your bond, put you in jail. No more PR bonds. Do you understand? Now you have a lawyer. Good job on having a lawyer. Because you have one, I will waive your appearance, but it is your responsibility to stay in touch with him, and he'll tell you when you have to come back to court. If he tells me he can't get a hold of you because you're, ducking and dodging and playing games, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. I'm not asking much. I just want my public to be safe. You understand? All right. So I'm going to have you sign a receipt with Billy. We'll have you take a seat while we get your bond conditions. We'll have you sign it, and then you'll be free to go. All right. You file no weapons, please.
No.
And then no contact.
No contact.
Yeah, please. Mr. Holt,
Yes, sir.
I forgot to tell him no contact with the complaining witness. If you mind, please tell him.
Yes, sure.
Thanks.
Smith.
Hi.
Morning, Judge Mayor.
Yes, tell.
My name's Sabir Fareed. I'm just going to be covering until Deanna gets here. She's just running a few minutes late. I'm the chief in court 8 next door.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you so much.
We have a panel coming any minute, I think, so,
Sounds good.
yeah. Okay, thanks. Ready?
Rory Johnson, step up, please.
As the hearing continued, the courtroom shifted from one criminal case to another. Weapons, bond conditions, resisting officers, and public safety all became part of the day's docket. Different charges, but the same message: court orders are meant to protect the community.
Coming up, Mr. Johnson, right here. Mr. Johnson, you were charged with evading arrest and detention. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present if you cannot afford one. One will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. On February 3rd, 2025, the officer observed a vehicle with no proof of financial responsibility. The officer also observed the registered owner of the vehicle to have an open warrant out of Harris County. The vehicle ran a red light and stopped past the designated stopping point, and the vehicle turned north, driving quickly as to elude the officer's patrol vehicle. The defendant pulled into a driveway. The defendant got out of the driver's seat as the officer attempted to initiate a traffic stop with emergency equipment for the traffic violations and conduct the investigation. The officer told the defendant to come to him, and the defendant began to evade on foot. The officer told the defendant to stop, but the defendant continued running, jumping over fences, before he was taken into custody. The defendant evaded for approximately 100 to 200 yards and was identified based on his ID and name.
What was the basis of the stop again?
So no proof of financial responsibility and running a red light.
Got it. All right, Mr. Johnson, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm telling you now, you're extremely lucky that this is a misdemeanor. This is your third. On a second, it's a felony offense. You're very lucky. Can you run his license, please?
It's ineligible, not eligible, Your Honor.
Have you signed an affidavit with me today, Mr. Johnson? I don't care what's going on in your life. Do not drive. Do you understand? This is an affidavit that you're going to be promising me you're not going to drive. If you want to drive, go get a license, get liability insurance, and I will take this restriction off. But if I find that you do, I can have a contempt hearing. You can be facing an additional 6 months in jail and a $500 fine every time you drive. Do you understand? Do you have the ability to hire a lawyer, Mr. Johnson? So I'll have you fill out an application. I'll take a look at it to see whether you qualify. I'm going to have you come up here, swear to us that you're not going to drive. I'm going to get you to Billy to sign a reset, and then we'll take a look, fill it out. Don't pick up any new cases. Do you understand?
Sir.
You are lucky that this is not a felony offense right now as it is. So you have any THAs? Do you know? Has anyone not checked in?
Is your name Wilmer Johnson? Someone can confirm that you are operating a motor vehicle at a valid test of driver's license and no driving with slow hours of correctly. Go ahead and sign your reset with the just sign your reset with the lady.
We have Mr. Butler here on the trial case today. This is Mr. Butler on the trial case today.
Yeah, we know it's
Okay. I guess you want to wait for McKinsey?
Yeah, and may I make a suggestion too?
Sure.
So I want to give you a little roadmap and just, I've got a suggestion, something we could do. I've got a motion to exclude the drug test. I've got several, but the first one I think is pretty below hanging fruit. Like one that would be easy enough for you to actually read the motion. Review the video, can take you specifically to that section. And it's a easy decision.
What say you?
Yeah. So,
Have you seen what he's talking about? No?
no, I just,
I understand.
so we could maybe go back and sit down and that for a moment, that left back there and I can show it for you and you can maybe work from there.
Take your time.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Here's two copies for you guys, and I'll leave one for the state.
That's right.
We can get some more.
I'll leave it down. Yes.
Actually, okay.
And Joe, I've got somebody on the way that, should be here shortly. I'll pick the
Sure.
other set of eyes.
Who do you have
About
coming?
to Rain, you know what out there.
Does it really?
Yeah, like it's really getting dark. And
Who do you have coming to sit with?
Annette Hernandez, it's just my assistant.
Okay.
Yeah, she was at the office covering the phones this morning and we had somebody up sick. Yeah, and I've only got two pieces, so she's just gonna forward me.
Okay.
Help me out a little bit.
And this is James right here. This should be nice. There's James right here. You got it.
Hey,
Where
what's up?
I was just in the neighborhood, so I thought, I don't know if this is something we can do without my client, but I wanted to just check it out. I've got a young kid who's in high school, living at his parents' house. He's on house arrest with a laundry list.
I remember the one kid.
He needs to take his SAT test to try to get into college. That is March the 8th. I just wanted to approach and make sure
Okay with
that
that.
you're kosher. Okay, much
Yeah,
obliged. Thank you.
Absolutely. Let them know, and for the time that he needs to go out, we're okay with it.
I know everybody wants to go take the SATs. Thank you, Judge.
Have to.
We did. We've all paid our dues. Thank you, Judge.
Absolutely. Marcos, you ready?
I'm waiting on
Not yet.
just to pick up.
Not yet, you're on the paperwork now.
You have a few Marcos?
Yes, Judge.
The flag here.
Excuse me. Who is it on?
One more chief.
Oh, is it the gentleman from the back?
He's
Oh, he's out. Okay.
He's.
Did we do a TRAS?
Yes, so he's been in custody now. Bottom line, Judge Yonkers is 21 days. Credit for center.
I don't know if I'm gonna take a time served on someone who's got an open DWI in another county and he's got a DWI here and he's got.
It's not open over there, Judge. He's not open. It's not open over there. He's not open over there. And he told me he's reporting once a month, once a week to some sort of a treatment over there. It's the 22-month probation in Tarrant County. And he lives in Tarrant County. His family's in Tarrant County.
Signature.
Thank you, Judge.
So it's 22 months over there. His family's over there. He has to report. He was just telling me once a week to, I don't know exactly what it is. I'm thinking some sort of treatment. And for him to come down here constantly is just, it's not feasible for him. So that's why I thought, you know what, let's just close him out. Yes, he'll have 2 convictions, but he'll be in Tarrant County. He'll take care of that. He'll get, help over there and then he'll be done.
He said he has how much credit?
He should have 7 days.
We did do a TRAS though, right?
Yes.
What did the TRAS recommend? I'm assuming residential?
Community, not, I guess that's different then.
By IOP SSC, because they took into consideration because of the here immigration status and all of that. Because he was very versatile for it and he didn't qualify.
Because of the immigration issue? Or what?
Because he lived in Tarrant County as well.
Hmm.
The community residential is what they came up
I don't know, Marcos. Every time we deviate from that, it explodes. It literally just,
What if I find out? What if we reset him so I can get more information from Tarrant County? And talk to his probation officer and figure out exactly what he's going to be doing over there. And then if it's similar to this and he's getting the treatment, then
but this is residential. They're not doing this. Otherwise, he would be in it right now. I doubt that because they already pled him, right, I don't even know if they knew that this thing was open. So they're just,
I'm sure they did.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, we can't speculate on things, right? Because it's just. Thanks.
Mr. Butler.
Thank you.
All right. I mean, who's next one's a felon. I mean, they'll have to deal with that, I guess. All right.
Understand.
Okay, Mark.
Bring him up.
You ready?
I need to come.
Oh, sorry. Yes. Sorry about that.
Yeah, she's here. She just left.
Did you read his motion to suppress?
I did. I'm sure Mackenzie did.
I was working in, that.
I'm starting here.
Yeah, what's the
That's so funny. Who made that? Okay, there it is.
Wonderful, yeah.
Hi, Judge.
Frank, you ready?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you need a translator?
No, he speaks English.
Coming up, sir. This is
Lenin Arauz.
This is Arauz.
Arauz. It's a .09, Judge, but just let you know.
Shh. You are Mr. Arauz. Sir, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Judge, I had to wait probable cause unless you want to hear it.
Anything egregious? She said
No, it's
109.
point
No,
zero.
Judge, the vehicle had driven up to the sidewalk, but other than that, it is a .097.
Okay. So there is probable cause to go forward with your case, Mr. Arauz. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're consuming alcohol or illegal drugs, I will put you in jail. No more PR bonds. Do you understand? Do you have does he have a valid Texas driver license?
Yes, Judge, and I'd like to bring something else to the attention of the court. It was 6:30 in the morning and he is 17.
Oof. No more. If you have a problem with drugs or alcohol, you better address it, because if you don't, I'm going to do it for you. And I promise you're not going to like the way that I do it. Do you understand? No alcohol, no illegal drugs, and I'm going to test you. If you don't believe me, ask Frank. I don't want you using at all. I don't care where you're going, what you're doing. Do you understand? Okay. All right. I'm going to have you meet with Felicia for your bond conditions, and then we'll send you on your way. Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance, so you don't have to waste your time coming to court, but you have to stay in touch with Frank, and he'll tell you when you have to come back to court. If he tells me that you start playing games, you pick up a new case, you don't remain in contact with him, I'm going to issue a warrant. You understand? Okay, man. Good luck.
Judge, have a good day.
Sorry, I would
Frank.
just like to request if possible, if we could put in his bond conditions to continue going to school.
Yeah, I'm down with that. Is he in high school?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, it's a condition of your bond that you remain in high school as well, all right? You either work full-time or you're in high school full-time. You know, when you
He's
have,
working full-time, Judge. He does work.
but you're in high school, right? When you have too much time on your hands, people become self-destructive. So you need to occupy your time, do something worthwhile. All right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, bud. Good luck.
Thanks, Judge.
So Felicia, what did Mr. Gomez test positive for?
Results came back presumptively for THC and cocaine.
Unacceptable. I am now, you have a bond violation for tampering with your device. I now send you for a drug test. You test positive for cocaine and THC. Nope. Goes with you.
Judge, if I may, may I make some argument, Judge? Okay. Judge, so he is a plumber. Part of his duties as a plumber is sometimes he has to work in water. Because he has a device, he has to wear long rubber boots. The day of the tamper was a Tuesday, and it was during work hours. The time of the tamper, the alleged tamper was during work hours.
By the end of the hearing, the judge had addressed everything from drunk driving to bond violations and alleged weapons offenses. Every defendant left with a clear understanding that future choices could determine far more serious consequences. The courtroom moved on, but the warnings remained.